Yeah, I can't just emphasize enough, the smells on this walk are incredible. Like, how old is that, you know? How old is that tree? I might have to get a layer off, it's absolutely bloody roasting. Do you feel like a medieval pilgrim when you're crossing over bridges like that? He says as he crosses the ford instead of the bridge. Bit of a fake pilgrim, really. Wow, that is so cool. Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today's video is a little bit different. I am doing a pilgrimage in a day walk. A bit of a story behind this which I will get to later in the video, but we are in Ripon. I have, as you can see, Ripon Cathedral behind me. An incredible cathedral. I just had a little walk around inside. But this is our starting point for today's walk. We're then going to be heading over towards Fountains Abbey and then returning to Ripon where we've parked, which will be the end of the adventure today. But yeah, let's have a look at the route and we'll get going. So today's walk follows a circular route along the Fountains Way, starting in the centre of Ripon at Ripon Cathedral. From the city, the route heads out into the surrounding countryside, gradually leaving the streets behind and moving towards the beautiful Seven Bridges Valley. This is where the River Skell winds through a quieter, more wooded landscape, and I'm really looking forward to being on this part of the route. From there, after we've crossed the Seven Bridges, we'll be heading into Studley Royal Water Garden and the wider Studley Royal Estate. Hopefully get a stop at a cafe here, but the estate is beautifully designed, the landscape full of lakes, tree-lined avenues and open parkland. The views here should be fantastic. From there we'll be heading on to Fountains Abbey, which is the real highlight of the trip. These beautiful ruins will be wonderful to explore and really looking forward to being here. After a short stop at the Abbey, the route's going to head back through to Studley Royal Deer Park before heading back on the long walk back on this beautiful straight long avenue all the way back to Ripon and where the walk began, where we started back at the cathedral. Just under 10 miles this walk, so really looking forward to it. Hope you do too. So as you can see, we are in urban Ripon. So the first sort of couple of miles this walk are going to be just getting out of the town, and then hopefully the walk will open up as we go on, get into the countryside, and we can really start to relax and enjoy the scenery. But yeah, bit of rain in the sky today. Nothing too crazy. It seems to be blowing over, so hopefully going to be a dryish day. But we shall see how we get on. I'm excited for this one. It is very nice down here. There's a footpath coming up here which goes over that way, and oh, there's a cat there. Hello cat. He's staring me out, I think. Oh, it looks like a very menacing cat. Okay, you win, you win. Yeah, so you can go that way, which takes you towards the fields that we're going to join up in a second. However, this route that I'm going on now takes you along the river, which is a bit more scenic, I think, and I like being by water, so I thought we'll go this way. But you can go that way. You can really smell the wild garlic in here. And there's all this jack by the hedge as well, which is in bloom. It's probably gone over a bit now, but you can't eat that. It's actually an edible as well, which is, you know, added to salads and stuff. It's really nice. It's got like a garlicky taste to it. So now that we're out of the town, starting to head into the trees and the woodland here by the river, I suppose it's a good time to talk about why I've come on this pilgrimage today. And I think I've liked the idea of a pilgrimage. Wow, this is really beautiful here. It's really stunning here. A few reasons. A few months back, my mum actually met a real life pilgrim. called Anne the Pilgrim she is now known as. I will continue with that story in a second. I'm gonna have to get a layer off. It's absolutely bloody roasting. It's so humid. So give me 2 minutes to take a layer off. Oh gosh, that's so much better. I was sweating. It was really warm. Yeah. So where was I up to? So Anne the Pilgrim passed through my mum's village on the Cleveland Way. She was a mendicant pilgrim, which is essentially a form of begging. So she carries very little with her, and so yeah, so no shelter, minimal food, minimal water, and she basically relies on the goodwill of people to put her up at night and to offer her shelter. Her whole message is kind of walking through landscape in the unknown, trusting people's goodwill that she will be provided for. I think there's something very poetic in that. There's a lot of trust in there going. So that kind of sparked the interest of pilgrimages for me, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna give it a go. So that's what we're doing today, a pilgrimage in a day. However, a bit of a fake pilgrim really, but because probably should go for a long period of time to really get the benefits of that kind of intention on your trip. So yeah, that was Anne the Pilgrim. So a bit of a local legend now in our village, which is funny. Adds to the local folklore. Real life pilgrim, unlike this fake pilgrim. But anyway, so that got me onto the subject of pilgrimage. And I don't know if you've seen that show on the BBC, the Pilgrim show, where celebrities go on a pilgrimage and they kind of, walk and talk, talk about life, explore beautiful places, explore sacred sites, and go on the adventure, with others, which I think is really beautiful. So yeah, that got me exploring the idea of pilgrimage, and then I went on to the British Pilgrimage Trust website, which is an amazing website, and it's this trust which has been set up, which exploring pilgrimage in the country, loads of different routes on there, and I found this route on there. So this was pilgrimage in a day, Fountains Abbey, Ripon Cathedral to Fountains Abbey. I thought, you know what, why not? I'm not far from there. I say it's just under 10 miles, be a nice day out. But the idea of pilgrimage is like really interesting to me, because it's like walking with intention, tuning into the senses, not just getting from A to B, not just kind of driving from A to B. Walking with intention, walking with purpose, maybe contemplating along the way. I mean, I'm sure there's a lot more to it that I don't know about, but I thought, you know what, why not? Why not? So here we are. So yeah, I hope you will enjoy this video and as we go along today, and see what the walk will bring us, see what how the landscape will unveil itself. And I know the area a little bit, so I know it's very beautiful, so hopefully some nice views as well. That's cool, someone's made a shelter as I was talking about Anne the Pilgrim. I wonder if, would you sleep under there? I think I'd sleep under there, it'd be quite fun. Bivvy bag out. I am loving this path so far. I love the hawthorn at the moment. It's like, I don't know, it's amazing. It's beautiful. Wow. Don't know if that's coming out on camera, but that looks amazing. And the smell in here is so pungent. I got a little friend here as well. He's just climbing up that tree. Oh, there he goes. There's some parkour shit right there. Yeah, but this is a stunning start to the walk. I was actually worried that I was going to be stuck in Ripon walking for ages, but it's actually very quick to get out of the town, and then you're here in this forest, which is absolutely beautiful. So yeah, so far so good, enjoying it. I'm loving the smells. Wow. You can really hear the birds in here. I'm using my phone to record today, which is not ideal because the battery life gets absolutely burnt out through it. So kind of got to go with the flow a bit, and hopefully it lasts the day. We shall see. There's some amazing birdsong in here, and I was hoping to use the Merlin app. I don't know if anyone's used that to capture the birdsong. well, I'm using my phone to film, so I don't want to kind of burn through the battery life. So next time I'll have to get myself a GoPro, I think, and that'll be better for filming these kind of videos. This is a good example of the hawthorn here. It's just like absolutely in full bloom at the moment. It's absolutely stunning. There's quite a few of them. Hawthorn bushes are knocking about. There's another one over there. But I just love it. I love the colour. It's just really cool. It's quite dull today, but those hawthorns really contrast nicely with the green woodland. I'm wearing my Vivo barefoots today. I think it's the trail knits. I've had them for a while, to be honest with you. They're a bit knackered. I actually wore them in Greece hiking, and they were great in the hot weather. I thought today, because it's a pilgrimage, it's kind of all about immersing myself as much as I can in the environment. So I thought that the Vivos would be a good fit to really feel the feedback of the earth underfoot. Yeah, it's good to be back in them. You feel like you've got nothing on, which is great. It feels like you're walking barefoot, literally. But I like them. Not as cushioned as like an Ultra, which is my normal hiking shoe, which if I was doing something really long distance or really rugged, I probably would wear them. But for this kind of thing, the Vivos are great. Like, really feel the squelch of the mud underfoot. Nice little bridge. I suppose today is like a bit of it's a walk, but I think pilgrimage is all about intention, and the intention of connection, of stepping into the unknown and seeing what happens. So I think a lot of us who enjoy hiking solo and in groups, we probably do pilgrimages without even knowing it, like without even using the language of pilgrimage. We just do it anyway. But I think the intention part is important, and yeah, it's just really interesting. Like today's trail, for example, like monks would have been walking this trail or something similar in the area for hundreds of years, and there's something about knowing that other people are being putting their feet down on the same trails of you, with the same questions about life, trying to find meaning, find enjoyment and adventure. And we're doing the same in the present moment. There's something quite heartening about that. Someone there cutting their grass back there, and that smell of grass is just like one of the best smells, isn't it? Absolutely love that smell. Some really cool looking silver birches in that little woodland there. In fact, that is beautiful, isn't it? Wow. That is very cool. It's a really nice path this so far. I'm really enjoying it. I say that variation in the landscape, it's opening up now into more fields, and as we get closer to Studley Royal, it's nice just to watch the lambs just doing their thing and all together in little families. Yeah, they seem to be in the shade at the moment. It is quite hot today. Fountains Abbey 2 miles, so that is us. So we are going that way. There seems to be a bit of a crossroads here though, which is pretty cool. Fountains Abbey, let's just see out of interest where these ones take us. That one takes you to Ripon. So I think that's the one we're going to go on the way back. We'll be heading that way on the way back, so straight through. But today, for this part of the journey, Fountains Abbey. Here we go. That is kind of terrifying. Some kind of, I don't know, some kind of sorcerer. So here's one entrance to Fountains Abbey and Studley Royal, heading off that way. I think that takes you kind of direct into the sort of water heritage site. at Studley Royal, but we're going to go this way. This takes you the back way in along the 7 bridges, which is absolutely stunning, so, and definitely worth doing. So we're going to head this way. Yeah, the thing I'm getting so far on this walk, pilgrimage, is just the silence, the real beauty of just life just ticking along. I think I mentioned in a previous video that I have an active mind, and that sometimes I can struggle with letting go and going with. So yeah, so hiking for me is part of that letting go process, and I suppose pilgrimages are kind of an embodiment of that, in terms of walking with that intention, seeing where the day's going to take you and trusting the process. So yeah, anyone who has an active mind like me, you will know that very well, that you can get in your own way a lot, and letting go and allowing is the way forwards with that particular part of the human condition, which is can be very distressing. So yeah, I already had some intrusive thoughts today, so I'm just trying to go with and let go. Oh, look at that tree in that field over there. Ooh, the clouds are looking good as well. Yeah, it's quite moody today. It's nice, it's nice. Nice bit of light going on. Yeah, I don't know if you can pick it up on this camera, but Ripon Cathedral is just there. So that's where we started today. And then, so you can really see how far we've walked already. To the point we are now, where we are on the boundary of Fountains Abbey. But yeah, it's really cool. There's a cracking view looking straight across this sort of flat area. You can really see the hills in the distance over there as well. Like over here, there's some hills. So there's some really nice depth going on. One thing I would have loved to have done today is get the drone up, because there's some amazing ruins obviously of Fountains Abbey, and the surrounding area is just absolutely stunning. But the National Trust have like a no drones policy on this site, so I won't be getting it up today unless there's an opportunity outside the boundaries of the site later. But yeah, I thought I'd respect that. But it's, you know, it's been interesting like filming this so far, because it's a different style of video than that I would normally make. My perfectionistic qualities are already coming through, like, oh, I need this camera, I need this setup next time. But part of making and creating is going with the flow, which is another theme of this pilgrimage video, just kind of trusting what I've got. I've got more than enough to get me through today, but it's it's always funny when the brain's like, this camera, this is what you need. Anyway, but yeah, I'm loving this forest though so far. Getting closer to the 7 bridges now. Just need to work out which way to go. Quick check of the map says you go straight on, so keep it going. Put some nice water to my left now. Actually, it's pretty dry, but there is a bridge there, so maybe it does flood from time to time. But yeah, I can't just emphasize enough, the smells on this walk are incredible. Like, you've got the wild garlic smell, and it's just everywhere. It's just like completely absorbing, but it's I love it. It smells so fresh. I think we had a bit of rain, quite a bit of rain yesterday. When that rain settles, it just kind of like, all the smells just seem to get more pungent. So this is the entrance to Studley Royal Deer Park, and you can see one of the first bridges there of the 7 bridges route. So, God, these gates are big, aren't they? Like Jurassic Park gates. Must be deer gates to stop deer from getting out, but they are enormous. Yes, here we go. Fountains Abbey and Studley Royal. And this was the bit of the walk I was looking forward to most, actually, because I know how beautiful these bridges are. Look how cute this bridge is. It's so beautiful. Yeah, so the water's really quite far down. I don't know if this is like a kind of, what do they call it, like a release area for the area up there, where it's a lot of water up there, or if this is actually a river. I'm not too sure. But anyway, this is the path. Here we go. That is a beautiful bench. Wow. I've got to take the opportunity to sit there. Here we come into bridge number 2 now. It's so green around here. Some of the trees are absolutely stunning as well. Like, really lucky. Really lucky. Look at the size of that tree. That is insane. Gosh, that trunk is... That is crazy. I don't even know what tree it is, but the bark on it is absolutely stunning. Whoa. Flipping neck. That is beautiful. This is the kind of thing that I'm like absolutely in awe of when I see trees like this. Like, how old is that, you know? How old is that tree? Wow, beautiful tree. Well, that is so cool. Wow. These bridges are amazing, aren't they? Gosh. They would have been like pack horse bridges, I think, originally. You know, sort of like crisscrossing the landscape over the water. But it's just so pretty. So pretty. Yeah, you really feel like a medieval pilgrim when you're crossing over bridges like that. He says as he crosses the ford instead of the bridge. That is the peasant route. Go across the ford, not the bridge. There for the lords and ladies across the bridges. But yeah, I'll go over the bridge now. I mean, look at this. It's amazing. But I am on my way to the cafe because I am hungry. Just had some flapjack as well, but I'm still hungry. There's a few cafes here, so we'll see how busy they are and we'll find a quiet spot to have a bit of lunch. Can I get a oat flat white, please?
Oat flat white?
And then the sandwich as well, that'd be great.
Sandwich,
Thank you
yeah.
very much.
Is the oat milk a preference or any allergies?
No allergies, no.
Just a preference?
Just a preference, yeah.
To drink in?
I'll sit outside if that's okay.
Yeah, that's easy.
Yeah, no problem, thank you. So we are fed and watered. That sandwich was really good. We're now in the Fountains Abbey site properly, so I've scanned my card in, and yeah, it's a beautiful day now. The sun's come out, so there's quite a lot of people about, so I probably won't film too much whilst I'm here. Just capture a few bits. I've got another dilemma as well, as if my phone battery is running quite low, so I have to save it, sort of ration it between now and the end of the video. But yeah, look at this place. So this is Studley Royal, which is quite extravagant, but my goal is to sort of head up into the trees. I don't know if you can see that, just over here, and then you kind of like loop around, then you get a cracking view looking back towards Fountains Abbey. Up the hill we go. This is the first bit of elevation we've really had today. some cool shadows knocking about. Flippin' heck, it's dark in here. Hello. Hello. Yeah, apologies, it's probably not the best Fountains Abbey tour video. I'm kind of whizzing through. To be honest with you, a bit awkward having a camera, talking to a camera when there's loads of people. Wow. And there is, in the distance, Fountains Abbey. Well, wasn't that quite incredible? Beautiful. I love the arches on the Abbey, and I just love how nature seems to have reclaimed that land and is growing on the stone. It just feels kind of magical and fantastical. So yeah, that was a real treat. Right, so where are we up to now? So we are on the other side of Fountains Abbey car park. I walked through the visitor centre, scoffed some flapjack. I hope you can't see any chocolate in my teeth. And we are on the other side of the car park now, heading to Studley Royal Deer Park, and then pretty much there, it's a straight run all the way back to Ripon Cathedral, and therefore the end of our pilgrimage today. So yeah, in other news, very low battery, so note to self, Rory, you need to buy yourself a GoPro with some multiple batteries, because this phone battery is pretty much, I've been rationing it the last couple of miles if I'm honest. So yeah, we'll see how much footage we can get between now and the end of the walk. Hopefully we can kind of get a couple of extra shots that we need and wrap things up in a coherent way. But I've had an awesome day. It's been beautiful walking. Yeah, regarding all things pilgrimage, the theme of this video. Yeah, my intent was just to be with today, be with the walk, try and be with it as much as I can, and be as honest as I can on camera and sort of just document my experience. And that's hopefully what you get out of my channel. And yeah, I'm really grateful if you made it this far into the video. Which way are we going? I'm guessing we just continue on straight. So the direction of the channel, if you made it this far into the video, yeah, this is kind of what the channel's about. It's about kind of exploring nature, getting outside. It's fun to create outside. It's fun to share these environments with you. And yeah, I'm a deep thinker, so a little bit of contemplation along the way, tapping into kind of connection themes, meaning, connection with others, the environment, yourself, and trying to find a place of holistic well-being, and which makes life a little bit more easier. In a very difficult life, makes it a little bit more easier. And it's just really fun to share these adventures with you. So, okay, footpath to St. Mary's Church. Yeah, as I was saying, we're going the right way now, by the way, onto the Studley Royal Deer Park. Yeah, in terms of the channel and the direction of it, I'm interested in these themes of connection, in nature, talking, interested in your ways of being as well, and how you might find holistic well-being in life by getting outdoors and exploring and having adventures and connecting to the earth, and how that crosses over into your everyday life. Because that's always the thing with these things, isn't it? It's like these kind of walks, I suppose with the pilgrimage, it's almost like a way of stepping out of your everyday normal life, where things are a little bit crazy and you've got demands and you've got all these different obligations to go by, pressures from society to deal with. I suppose a pilgrimage is a chance to step away from that, drop into calm, into nature, a different way of being, and then I suppose bringing back the lessons you've learned from these trips, then back into life. So I know that these videos are a nice break for me, away from the hustle and bustle. I really look forward to making them. So if you enjoy them, keep commenting and like and subscribe, share it with any friends that you think might be interested. It'd be cool to get a little community going. I've got lots of kind of ideas for the channel, so we'll see where it goes. It's all growing naturally. All right, let's crack on. We've got about 3 miles left to go. Straight run back to Ripon, so let's crack on. Wow, that is so cool. Oh my gosh, what a treat. I did not expect to see any deer today. I've never been to Studley Royal Deer Park, and I knew it was a deer park, but I kind of thought that the deer might be just kind of, you know, away from the tourists, but these ones seem very comfortable, just me being here and everyone else walking past as well. But what, that is so awesome to see. What a treat, what a treat. And there is Deer Lodge. It's even got like a stag on the outside, pretty cool. That was bloody awesome. Wow. And now we're on this incredible straight path road, and at the bottom of that road, you probably can't see it on this camera, I might get it on the big camera, you'll be able to see Ripon Cathedral at the bottom of this road. That is awesome. Hiya. Hiya. Ooh, no click. So I might recognise that we're back on the path that we were originally on this morning. So it's a lovely little circular. So a little bit further down from here we'll be getting to those crossroads again, and then pretty much is a straight run back into Ripon, hit the streets, and then all the way through to the cathedral and the car. So we're back at the crossroads which we started this morning. So I think as I walk down here, it's a mile and a half back into Ripon now. I think I'm going to wrap up the video here. But thank you so much for watching this video and for being on this journey with me today. It has been awesome. I've really enjoyed it. It's my first kind of foray into more of a POV style of content. And yeah, the pilgrimage theme, pilgrimage purists, please don't come after me in the comments. This was a little foray out, trying to walk with intention in beautiful landscapes which have sacredness to them, which nature does, and the abbeys and the cathedral that we've also seen as well. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. Hope to see you in the next one. I'm gonna have a little bimble back into Ripon now, jump in the car, head back home for a well-earned cup of tea, I think. Cup of tea. Okay folks, take care and see you in the next one.